Hello dear students, today we will see lesson number 9, subject verb agreement, page number 58. So in order to know this one, subject verb and agreement, we should know what are some rules. There are some rules which we need to learn. I've just written down here, you can see almost 4 rules are there, which is these rules are very important for us, at least here in this lesson, at page number 58 and 59, in all these pages, we require these rules. So let us discuss the first one first. Two or more singular subjects joined by n take a plural verb. Let us see for example, if I tell you, like Jatin and Radha, if I write name over here, any name of Jatin and Radha. Jatin and Radha, what have I written here? Two or more singular subject. These two are singular subject. Here also Jatin is also singular, whereas Radha, that is also a singular. So joined by and. So these two singular subjects are joined by and so it takes what? It takes a plural verb. So Jatin and Radha are playing in the field. So when two or more singular subjects joined by n takes a plural verb. So this is plural verb. Just remember, are is a plural. So this is the first rule. I hope I've made it clear to you. Let us now move on to the second one. Verb agrees with the first noun if two nouns are joined by, with, along, as well as, together with, along with, all this. Here we see, just look at the example over here. It says the teacher along with students has come to teacher and the students has come to the class. So here you see the teacher, this is an example here. The teacher along with, so the word you just see along with, students has come to the class. And here, has, why have I used? The teacher along with, just because of this word, along with students has come to the class. Why it is has? Just because of the presence. You need to remember the presence of all these words in a sentence, like with, along with, together with, and along with is also there. So all these words, if it is present in a sentence, then what will happen? It will agree. The verb, this verb will agree with the first subject. So here we have one subject, teacher, and the second subject is the students. So according to the rule, it agrees with the first subject. The teacher is the first subject. That's why here we have has. So just remember, verb agrees with the first person. First noun. What is the first noun here? This one. If two nouns are joined by, if these two nouns, teacher and the students are joined by, what is that word? Along with. So what will happen? We have to use a singular. Singular verb. So this is about the second rule. Let us now move on to the third one. Third, we have a collective noun takes a singular verb. A collective noun generally takes a singular verb. That also we need to remember. Let's see, for example, the deck of cards, the deck, D-E-C-K, deck of cards is kept on the table. Just look at this example, the deck of cards. The deck of cards is kept. What did I say? The collective noun takes what verb? It takes a singular verb. Just remember that the collective noun takes a singular verb. So this is what's written here. Now we are going to see the last one. Number 4, the pronouns each one, every, everyone, then anyone, anybody, somebody, okay, somebody, nobody, whatever it is there, it takes what? It takes a singular verb. The presence, okay, you will have to see whether each one, okay, everyone, everybody, nobody, okay, somebody, all these words are there or not. So these words, okay, if it is present, then it will take a singular verb. Just remember that. Just like each of the girls sing. Here the sings well. So each of the girls sings. Okay, the verb sings well. So remember, it takes a singular verb. So this way we will be trying to do the exercises which is there at page number 59. Let me tell you some more rules. Like when a singular and a plural subjects are connected by, when a singular and a plural subject connected by either or neither nor, so what you have to do, you have to put the plural subject last and use the plural verb. Just remember once more, when a singular and a plural subjects, okay, are connected by, if these two, okay, singular and a singular as well as a plural subject connected by either or neither nor, what do you have to do? You have to put the plural subject, okay, and or that means the last, and use a plural verb. One more, okay, when I is one of the two subjects, when I, okay, this I, when I is one of the two subjects, that means, okay, maybe some name or he or she is there, whatever it is there. If I is one of the subject, then what you have to do? If it is connected by either or neither nor, put it second. So you have to put it in the second. That means, okay, last. The first one you will have to put some other pronoun or the name, and then, okay, I, okay, and then continue. So suppose there is an example like this, okay, neither she nor I am going to school today. Neither she nor I am going to the school today. And one more, okay, let me tell you, when a singular subject is connected to a, when a singular subject is connected to a plural subject by or nor, put the plural subject last and use the plural verb. So these are some rules which you need to keep in mind while doing these exercises. I hope, okay, these rules, okay, at least the 4 rules are clear to you. And in case you face any kind of problems, you may ask. Now let us see page number 58. You know that in a sentence, the verb, main as well as auxiliary, have to match the subjects in number, singular or plural. This is called the subject-verb agreement. Singular, the child is playing in the park. Plural is the children are playing in the park. Choose the correct options to complete the sentences. Here we have, okay, question number A. The coach and the guide are helping me. So as I've already told you, 2 singular subject, okay, you see here 2 singular, okay, 2 singular subject, coach and the guide. So it takes what subject? It takes a plural verb. The coach and the guide are helping me. Next one, okay, the pair of pigeons. Okay, the pair of pigeons. This is pair means, okay, this is a collective noun. So as I've already told you, it takes what? It takes a singular verb. So the pair of pigeon has made a nest outside the classroom. Let us move on to the next one. The fleet of ships. The fleet of ships from Europe has, okay, again, this is an example of what? It's an example of collective noun. So collective noun takes a singular verb. Let us move on to the next one. Each boy, okay, each boy chooses the role he wants to perform. So the each, that word each takes a singular. So each boy chooses the role. So this way you are going to do question number A, the whole thing, and let us see question number B as well. So B, complete the given sentence using has or have. So here in this sentence, okay, no one. This sentence starts with no one. So of course, okay, as I already told you, the word no one, okay, no one takes a what? No one takes a singular verb. So you have to, no one has come to the class. No one has come to the class, or some other kind of examples you can make. So here we have, okay, up to 10. Okay, question number B, up to 10 exercises are there. Please do them in the copy. So your homework is to write in the copy both exercise A and B. Let me write down for you. So for your homework, question number A and B, you have to write in the copy. Hope I have made it clear to you. If you have any kind of clarifications, you can ask. Thank you so much.